Avraham, thank you for being with us. These news reports just coming out, Israeli media saying that the Security Cabinet is going to meet tomorrow and most likely it will approve the deal with Hezbollah. How close do you think this is from the truth of what the timing? What's the realistic timeline here? Are we going to see a deal with Hezbollah tomorrow already?
Well, it seems like it can happen in the next couple of days. On the other hand, I wouldn't be surprised if Hezbollah last-minute vetoes internally in Lebanon this agreement and it all goes away in the breeze. But this can happen in the next couple of days. I'm sure people, some of the people here in Israel will be happy. I'm sure many people in Lebanon would be happy with that.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because I can see just here that the mayors of several northern border towns are slamming this deal as a surrender deal and are going against it. When we look at what Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has to do here to present the deal to the public and convince them that this is the right thing for Israel, what are going to be his main points, the most important things to highlight?
Well, I think what we would like here in the north, speaking as a resident of the Golan Heights here in the north, is more guarantees than we had. The details are not important because as we saw in Resolution 1701, since August 2006, details don't matter. If there's no enforcement, then it really doesn't matter if Hezbollah is south of the Litani or north of the Litani. It doesn't matter if who's in charge, Lebanese army or UNIFIL or whoever you want to put there. What we want is a guarantee. What we want is freedom of operation and IDF to continue stopping Hezbollah from shooting at Israel, at Israeli communities, just as we saw here in the north in Nahariya and Kiryat Shmona and all of the communities in the north, so people can get back home.
Right. So would you say that Israelis, you in the north, are ready for a ceasefire? You're saying you want a guarantee. So far, what has been reported is that the deal is going to be in 3 steps. Hezbollah removes its forces to above the Litani River. Israel pulls out from southern Lebanon, and negotiations on the demarcations of the border areas begin. And then the U.S. is expected to be the one leading the international body monitoring the ceasefire. Is this something that seems feasible enough for you to trust the ceasefire going ahead?
Well, I have a weird question. Who's signing this agreement? Israel and Lebanon, presumably, and maybe U.S. joins as the third party? Isn't Hezbollah the enemy? Is Naim Qassem going to sign an agreement with Israel? That will obviously not happen. That's why it doesn't really matter what are the next few steps, as long as we don't see what happens the day afterwards. That's why there's so much distrust here, because we saw the world not doing anything, not via UNIFIL and UN, not via any other means. France, with all of its reputation and all of its challenges, trying to say and at least put out there that they're part of Lebanon and supporting Lebanon, they didn't stop Hezbollah doing anything, not in terms of tunnels, not in terms of weapons, not in terms of shooting communities in Israel. So the people here in the north and in Israel altogether obviously would be happy to get back home safely. But I think the emphasis is safely, and that's why the day afterwards is much more important than the signing day.